You may have come across a locked door in the basement of Vernworth Castle inside of Dragon's Dogma 2. Now, there's a very particular location where you can get the key for this, the rewards that you get inside, and where to find the Medusa in the game. So let's get into it. So getting right into it, to find the key for the vault in Vernworth Castle, you need to make your way into the ancient battlegrounds, which is just north of the checkpoint rest town. This is also a location where you can go and find the Sphinx if you're not familiar with that quest line. Once in the ancient battlegrounds, make your way to the castle that's on the hill at this ancient battlegrounds site and make your way through the entire castle until you get to a very particular hole that you need to jump into. This hole will be easy to see, but just to give you an idea, you need to make your way up the first column of the castle into the location I'm showing you here, where you'll see a ladder going inside this giant hole. Once inside, you'll be able to open up the door that was originally barred when you first enter the area and make your way to the right up another couple set of stairs and go to the first room that is open to you. You'll be able to find Death Knight's Kneel, which is used for the sorcerer and sage mastery, but you're also going to find the chest in this room as well. This chest is actually going to have the vault key. It's also very nice that it'll let you know that a key that opens Vermin's vault is the makeshift vault key, so you know exactly where to go next. Now, if you haven't discovered this vault on your own, I'm going to quickly show you the location. That way you can easily find it. Obviously, make your way to the Vernworth Castle, and inside the Vernworth Castle, it is a little deceptive when you're on the first floor because the staircase that you have to go down is not easily seen on the map. Make your way to the castle dining hall into the very tiny set of stairs that you see on the map when you first get there. Once there in person, it will be very hard to miss this giant set of stairs because this is by far the largest set of stairs in this entire castle. Keep in mind that there may be a guard posted in front of this vault, so be careful for them. They won't attack you, but they'll also stop you from opening up the vault with the makeshift vault key that you just got from the other area. But if there's no guard or you have since removed the guard, simply make your way inside and you'll see a bunch of stuff covered, but you'll also find a couple different chests and a bunch of gold. 20k gold for me, a little bit more because of an ability that you can get because of the Mystic Spearhand vocation, a good early game cloak, a shield that actually reflects back vision towards you, which you can use against the Medusa, also a decayed Medusa head, as well as a new ring. Now, as cool as it is to actually get a Medusa head, it is decayed, so it no longer has any of its power, but it does let you know that you can get a Medusa head inside the game when you go and fight this monster, which I'll show you in a little bit. The Daughter of the Evening Shield will also help you fight the Medusa because it can shoot back its petrifying effects, making it that much easier for you to take off Medusa's head and have that petrifying ability to yourself. Now, the cloak itself really isn't anything to snuff at. It's good with some of the elemental resistances, but later on in the game you will find a lot better stuff. But if you haven't gotten anything really worthwhile yet, this is a good one to throw on. And finally, the ring that you got, the Ring of Reassurance, is something that can be helpful if your pawn keeps getting knocked down all the time. Personally, mine never did that, so I don't have much use for this. Now, to get that full power Medusa head, you want to make your way to the bottom left side of the map in the same location that you come across Dragon's Breath Tower, to this exact cave area that I'm showing you here. I don't have it unlocked in this particular video, but it's very hard to miss because of all the stone petrified bodies right outside the cave. Now, the boss fight of Medusa herself really isn't all that difficult, and she's really weak to some of the archer abilities, so if you really just want to take her down and get the Medusa's bow, that's all you have to do. You just have to defeat her one way or another and loot it off of her body. But to actually get her severed head, there's a couple different things you have to do. One, you have to take off her head by sawing it off one way or another. I recommend using the Thief vocation because that one does a lot of damage, and you have to obviously be right around her neck when trying to cut it off. I think that's a no-brainer part, but you also have to make sure that she is alive. Once you kill her one way or another, you are no longer able to cut off her head. Now, this is much easier said than done. As you can see inside of my game, one, she glitched out a little bit, so it was difficult to get to her neck and head region. Two, she throws you off pretty constantly, so you constantly have to be jumping up there before your pawns end up killing her. It's not the easiest thing in this entire game. You can also use the shield inside of the fighter vocation to send some of that petrifying power back on her to slow her down and make it a little bit easier for you to actually cut off her head. Now, whatever way you want to end up defeating Medusa, to either get her head or just to get the Medusa bow, this is the location that you can find her, and honestly, it's a really fun boss fight inside the game. It's very unique. Now, as always, I hope you guys did find this location guide, this walkthrough guide, helpful. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and let me know what your favorite item from the vault was and your particular strategy in cutting off Medusa's head to get that petrifying skull. I ended up using the Thief vocation just because it made it that much easier to put a lot of pressure onto that neck region to have that head pop off before my pawns killed her. But again, I'm always curious of how you guys do this. Once again, I hope you guys did find this guide helpful. If you did, once again, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will catch you guys in the next video.